Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is David and in today's video we'll be crafting an elegant ID card holder out of black American alligator tail with black goatskin lining. This piece will also feature some really nice nickel plated hardware and will be stitched by hand with matching black linen thread. If you'd like to follow along, you can get the template for this ID card holder through the link in the description box below. First we'll start working on the main card holder section. The alligator tail I'm using for this project is actually quite small, but if you take your time and look for the best arrangement of each piece, you can save a decent portion of leather for future projects. I like to cut the leather into more manageable pieces to have better control over it. This also allows me to be more aware of finding the best arrangement possible and saving as much material as possible. After cutting the leather into smaller sections, I use my template and scratch all to mark each piece directly. For this, the template needs to be stiff enough, so I previously glued it to some thin cardboard. The first pieces I cut were the two largest internal ones. For the rest of the pieces, I first glued them directly to the lining, and once the glue was completely dry, I marked and cut them one by one. Since the back surface of the alligator leather is not completely even, it's best to press the glue pieces with your fingers to make sure both layers are well joined together. Of all the card slots, the toughest piece to cut is undoubtedly the one with the open window, since you need to be very careful not to damage the leather while cutting it. To avoid any accidents, I suggest first cutting each corner carefully with an X-Acto knife, then using a cutting ruler and your knife to cut in a straight line without reaching the end of the piece, as you can see in the video. For the strap, I fixed the template directly onto the leather, used a scratch awl to mark each corner, and then cut out each piece. Since I didn't have enough leather to make this in one go, I had to cut each piece individually and then stitch them together. For the edges, I used some black edge paint from Vernice and applied a couple of coats to each piece manually. I then polished the edges with some varnishing gum and a small piece of canvas before making the stitching holes on the ID window leather piece. After finishing this part, I realized the larger middle pieces lacked structure. They were thin and quite flexible since they didn't have any lining and were about half as thick as the lined pieces. So I ended up lining them as well with some black pigskin. Even though they're not meant to be seen, this helps give the pieces more structure and toughness, which is needed later on while hand stitching. Once the first large piece was ready, it was time to glue the window piece to it. Since alligator leather is quite smooth and polished, the glue won't adhere as well as it does to the flesh side of the leather. So it's important to prepare the pieces by sanding the areas while they'll be glued together. After letting the glue sit for a while, I made the stitching holes on this section and set it aside to continue working on the back section. For this part, we first need to stitch the leathercraft slot to the back leather piece. Once that's done, we can glue the small card slot to the back piece and secure them with some office clamps until the glue is dry enough to continue working. I like to leave glued pieces clamped together for at least 1 hour to make sure the glue is completely dry. After that, it was time to stitch both sections together. For that, I first sanded the edges where they would be glued, made the stitching holes, and stitched both sides of the card holder as well as the lower edge in a single stitching run. I left the upper edge of the card holder unstitched so that if I ever need to replace the D-ring, I can simply focus on that part without touching the other edges. Before painting the edges of the card holder, I needed them to be as even as possible. For that, I used my Dremel tool along with some 220 grit sandpaper to make the edges look as clean and even as possible. I also used an edge beveler to smooth the corners after sanding. For these edges, I use Fibbing's Edge Coat since it leaves a more natural finish compared to the heatable edge paint I use for the card slots. Since the alligator leather looks shiny and has a lot of textures from the scales, I wanted a finish that would look slightly more rustic. First, I applied a bit of water to the edges and used a wooden slicker to burnish them slightly before applying the edge paint and polishing them with some burnishing gum. After that, I set the main piece aside and move on to work on the strap. This was also lined with black pigskin, but since I needed to stitch the pieces together, I glued the alligator to the pigskin while leaving a small section unglued at the top of each small strap. This allowed additional leather to be inserted in between before stitching everything together. After all the pieces were stitched together, I stitched around the edges of the strap and then painted and polished them as well. Now to attach the loop hardware to the strap, we need to take one end of the strap and make the stitching holes first, since they will serve as a guide once the strap is glued. It's important to position the other end of the strap by turning it around instead of following its natural curve. This way the alligator side will always remain visible when wearing the ID holder. After gluing the end of the strap together with the metal loop in place, it's best to hold it tightly using a strong office clamp like the one I used in the video. This allows the glue to dry properly and keeps the pieces firmly in place before stitching them together. Once that's done, we can set the strap aside for a while and return to the main card holder. The last thing we need to do is to stitch the D-ring that goes on top of the ID holder using a small piece of leather. We need to glue this leather piece in between both sections of the card holder, use some office clamps to hold it in place, and then saddle stitch it. After stitching, we can sand, paint, and polish the edges. Finally, we'll make a small leather loop with another mini lever snap that can be used for belts. This loop follows the same stitching principle as the main strap, but in this case it follows the natural shape of the leather and closes slightly closer to the leather snap as shown in the video. And just like that, we have our office ID holder ready. As always friends, thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on this project, and if you'd like to see more leather content like this, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. I'll leave you with some final shots of the finished ID holder. Have a nice day and I'll see you in the next one.